Welcome to the video. I'm going to start off this video with a little transformation. The picture you're seeing here on the left, I believe is from 2017, and then the next one you're going to see is also from around 2017, and that was when my body weight was roughly 70 kilograms and I'm now 82 kilograms. So that's 12 kilogram increase, roughly 26 pounds, and arguably I'm a little bit leaner, and that's been a process of slightly bulking up and increasing body weight slowly with resistance training and cardiovascular exercise, then scaling back calories a bit, going up again, down, up and down across the years, and focusing on progressive overload. So all the physique stuff you're seeing right now is me at 82 kilograms body weight, which I believe is roughly 175-ish pounds. But you're going to see it on the screen, obviously. Feeling pretty strong, pretty lean, increasing in calories and body weight at the moment in order to get stronger at the Olympic lifts, but obviously the gyms are closed at the moment, so having to kind of make do with minimal equipment, which is fine, because from the previous lockdown it did show me that as long as you keep up a regular routine of doing weighted pistols for legs and a little bit of squatting, still making sure you do metcons, EMOMs, all different styles of training, then you can go back to the gym and still have made progress. So I'm not too worried about it. Hopefully this won't be too long with this lockdown. But I hope you guys have been okay and had a good new year. Here's to a better 2021. If you have been affected yourself or a family member has been affected by COVID-19, thoughts and prayers with your family in all seriousness, and hope they are on the mend very soon. But you're going to be seeing some training footage here, a bit of where I have my facility, a bit at home, a bit at the gym before the lockdown, just so you can see kind of how my physique has progressed, and a lot of the stuff I'll talk about you can also apply to your own lifestyle. So for example, with this overhead press session, it was towards the end of the week, I was feeling pretty fatigued, and I found that my strength wasn't as strong as other times, and that's going to happen. I think the main thing I've learned, especially with the previous lockdown in the last couple of months, is that I had a few months where I was making consistent gains every week in regards to strength progression. And then last month it's been pretty stagnant, which is fine, and that will happen. It's got to happen at some point, otherwise you'd be lifting probably 1,000 kilograms. You were making the same amount of progress every week, every single year. And that's where you just have to adjust styles of training, incorporate different exercises to keep on making strength progressions so your body can adapt to new exercises. So if you're experiencing a little bit of demotivation, if that's a word, just because you're not making any progression, then try to switch up the exercises, switch up your training, or if you're actually feeling a little bit burnt out, then maybe take a couple of days off so you can return back to training feeling fired up again. And with the overhead presses, with any kind of handstand, I've realised, well, I knew it before, but it's definitely highlighted itself. As I get heavier and heavier in weight, as in on the bar for an overhead press, my right arm locks out way before my left arm, so I'm incorporating a bit more single arm movements on the left side. For bench pressing, it's not so noticeable. It's the overhead work that I found where the weakness has appeared, so that's why I'm incorporating some more left arm stuff so I can get that even, and that's hopefully going to get me to at least a 90 kilogram push press, because I get 88 kilograms, haven't been able to hit 88 kilograms for the last couple of weeks, so I'm hoping I can get to 100 by the in the next couple of months. But I'm also going to go over a few 2021 fitness goals for this year. This is 147.5 kilos for a 5x5. This was about 3 or 4 weeks ago. Again, it's not the quickest of sets with my 5x5s, but I've just been finding recently that the 5x5s and 5x3s have been working for me, so I've kept going with it. And the aim is eventually to get up to the 180 kilogram 1 rep max mark. I did hit 160 kilograms for a back squat 1 rep max recently, which was fairly comfortable, and you'll see the footage in a sec, or I may have misplaced it somewhere, but I definitely did it. So it's back squats are feeling pretty good. And then you're about to see, this is a shoulder accessory movement for a pike push-up, and if you're trying to learn how to do a handstand push-up. But here is a new PR. I've been testing myself recently a few times with this workout. 50 handstand strict push-ups for time, as quick as possible. My handstance is still a little bit wide for my liking. I believe it still would be okay for a standard CrossFit Games event, but I definitely want to try and bring it in a bit further. So the first time I did it, I tried to do it in 6 minutes, and I think I managed to get 6 minutes 16, so I didn't quite get the target. But after a few months, I managed to hit, in this one, 4 minutes and something like 20 seconds, you'll see in a little bit. So I managed to do the first set 20 and repetitions unbroken, but I definitely find that my handstand push-ups are a lot better at the start of the week compared to the end of the week, and that's just because of the accumulation of fatigue throughout the week. And a few people were asking me recently about why my head tilts back when doing a handstand push-up, and the head tilt going back is so your body goes into the strongest position. It's kind of like why people are stronger at a flat bench press than overhead press. The body seems to be stronger in a horizontal pressing position rather than a vertical pressing motion. So that's why the head tilts back, so the body is trying to utilise a bit of the upper pec as well in order to complete the handstand push-up movement. And that's not wrong to do that. It does look a bit dodgy to some people, but there are a lot of CrossFit Games athletes who have to utilise the same technique, especially as they start to fatigue during a workout. With some goals for 2021, again, apply it to your own lifestyle as well. Good to have really long-term lifetime goals, monthly goals, yearly goals, goals that are going to push you and that you may not achieve, but it's going to take a lot of effort to do that. And then goals you should incorporate which are more attainable to help aid motivation. So for example, I mean, a long-term goal for me would be to try and get to the highest level I can in CrossFit. And I'm going to certainly try that. But then I find myself comparing my own performance to the athletes I watch. And that is quite demotivating sometimes. But it's just because I just have a lot of work to do. And that is fine. I'd say demotivated. I don't stop training. I still obviously want to train and get better, but it's just a bit like, cool, I've got some work to do. And then a few goals at the moment is that I'd like to hit the 180 kilogram back squat first, and then eventually 200. Front squat, I'd love to get 140 kilograms as a 1 rep max. 4 minutes 14 it was in the end. I can't remember what it was. Then the clean and jerk, I'd love to hit 120, eventually 140. Snatch, love to hit 100 kilos. Ring muscle ups, I'd like to be able to have a good go at, I think it's Isabel, or one of the workouts where in CrossFit where you have to do 30 ring muscle ups for time. So I managed to do the 30 bar muscle ups. The aim for that would be to get my time down to like Sam Briggs' time, which I think was 1 or 2 minutes. And then with the ring muscle ups, try and do 30 if I can in a row. Then I would like to test my personal best time for a half marathon, because I believe I can get a sub 90 half marathon now. But I can't do it at the moment just because I'm experiencing a little bit of shin splints on my left side in the vulnerable area. So people, stay on top of your running trainers because they do eventually wear out and then won't be supporting you. So the footage has slightly changed just because there were a couple of sessions before lockdown where I forgot to take my camera, but I still wanted to incorporate some footage, so it's on my iPhone. I've been trying to increase the mileage, I say mileage, meters on my handstand walks, so I can get a good about 8 to 10 meters. I think it's about 10 meters or 15 even meters pretty consistently. Because when we come back out of lockdown, I'm going to test myself on each open workout from the previous year. So 20.1 all the way to 20.5, so 5 different workouts, and it does incorporate handstand walking. I've also started incorporating, always thinking about how to vary up exercises. So trying to get better at my strict deficit handstand push-ups. So I can get 3 reps in a row at the moment. Trying to increase volume on that. So the next workout I'm going to be doing, this is by the way, 80 kilograms as a 1 rep max attempt at snatch. That was the closest it went in this session, and then it just went downhill from there. So I was going to say, I'm going to be trying next session with the deficit handstand push-ups. 10 sets of 3. So 3 repetitions, take a rest, then do another 3 and carry on like that. I was so close with this 1 rep max. It was so annoying, but I just kept getting more and more frustrated with myself. And that's going to happen when you're trying to push yourself, people. So don't ever worry about failing from time to time. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching. Looking forward to seeing you guys in my next one. And enjoy this last gym fail.